Buck roll.
Line them up, tell me who the fuck try and get it. Cause it's a hit from Lethal Ammunition when Jizza spit it. Oh, you niggas trying to ball, you can barely hold your pivots. Get exposed like Zion foot when that Nike split it. I'm something different, I promise that I'll be on next. Reaching past these niggas levels and barely got my arms stretched. Superior bars, potent flows of skills and the concepts. Don't be surprised when you see a nigga on deck next to back and he rep the funk. Nigga, that's a fact. We can scrap, I flex in 101s. No collar prep, tell him holler back when you see him on the streets, trick. A lot of guns in this building, don't get your teeth wet. Running this shit and I'm just getting my feet wet. And continue to eat with who I bleed with. This shit something like a movie, so get your seat set and watch Jizzle. And show enough, bring the East back. These niggas all wanna shine but don't grind. I don't know what the fuck going on. You pushing the same dimes from '09, it's time you leave that hustling shit alone. Cause that ain't true. You talk the life, but it just ain't true. That nigga Jizza here to bring that truth. Pull your card, we need to see that proof. You niggas hoes when you leave that booth.
Nah, for real, just
subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're rocking with your boy. Let's get it. Man, y'all have no shame. Absolutely no shame. Last night we witnessed one of the greatest accomplishments in sports. And we also witnessed groups of separate fan bases losing their minds, man. Losing their absolute minds. First, I'm going to start off with the LeBron fan base. We got LeBron passing Kareem as the all-time leading scorer. A record that almost stood 40 years, that most people born back in that time thought would never be broken. And it's a great accomplishment for LeBron. As I've stated, if anybody knows me, I am a LeBron fan. But to have some fans corner this man into this record is counterproductive, in my opinion. LeBron is not great because he can score the ball. He's not great because he can put up a lot of points. LeBron is great because he covers all the boxes. He checks all the boxes. I don't know how many times I have to explain this to people I communicate with and talk basketball with, but this record is not what makes him the GOAT. Not that it doesn't help his legacy, but it doesn't make him the GOAT because that's not why he's great. He's great because he covers all the boxes. He's great because he's number one in scoring and fourth all-time in assists. You understand? So the simplifying of what this man is and what this man contributes to the game is counterproductive for anyone trying to make the argument that LeBron is the GOAT. I have him as the GOAT, not because he's an all-time leading scorer, but for the longevity, for the passing, for the defense at his peak, and for the scoring, for the accolades, for all the records, not just the scoring record. Like, we can get into it all day long, but the simplification of what this man is mind-boggling to me. Absolutely mind-boggling. But at the end of the day, those are fans. Can't get on them as much because they weren't being totally negative. They just had a misconception of what the man is. Now, for you haters, y'all out there, you Kobe tards, not the Kobe fans, but the Kobe tards. You JDRs, not the Jordan fans, but the JDRs, know that there's a difference. Okay? Everyone is losing their mind. I'm watching it on TV, and it's just like any way to explain this record away, they are going that route. And as I previously stated, this record is not what makes him the GOAT to anybody that can make a competent case that he's the GOAT like me. So I'm trying to understand how I'm listening and going through the channels of YouTube and hearing all these people talking about championships as if he didn't have any. Or if they acknowledge that he has some, they'll bring up he's 4-6. As if you don't have to get to the finals a shit ton of times just to be 4-6. Even had a conversation with somebody today. They were fine tanking. Not losing in the first round. Not getting to the conference finals and losing. They were fine tanking over getting to the finals and losing. And had the nerve to, in that same sentence, to call himself a competitor. Now, maybe the definition of competitor has changed, but in my mind, it was to win and win as much as possible. Not bow out early because you don't think you can win the whole thing. Then you get into these conversations. I'm listening to Jalen Rose on ESPN this morning, telling us how this doesn't make him the GOAT, which I already understood. But he goes on to say there are some people before LeBron that has done things LeBron hasn't. Well, I'm here to tell you, LeBron has done a lot of things all those guys haven't. That's why there's a GOAT conversation. All of these dudes have done something that the other one hasn't. That's why the conversation is so subjective as it is now. Now, once you get that understanding and you put that into perspective, you just have to sit back and just appreciate what you saw last night. Because we may not live to see it happen again, to see that record broken. You understand? We may not live to see anyone come close to it. The idea was Luka is on the trajectory. Well, he spoiled that and let everyone know he's not playing 20 years. And do I blame him? No. Why? Because 20 years is hard to do. It's hard to do. I don't care what era you want to bring into play, what rules. Playing 20 years is hard to do, man. Playing against professional athletes. 10 months out the year. But we need to learn to sit back and appreciate the greatness while it was in front of you. I am not the biggest Kobe fan. But when I saw him his last game, I appreciated what I saw because I knew I wasn't going to see a Kobe again. And because I'm a fan of the sport. A fan of the sport. Not just the player, not just the team. Everybody roots for who they want to root for, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, if you're in this space, it has to be about the sport, the overall game. And to see so many people that claim they love the game, they love basketball, we love hoop, hezzy this. To see so many people work overtime to try to bring down a man that is going to be written in the history books several times over shows me otherwise. It shows me you don't care about the game. You care about pushing your propaganda, whatever silly narrative you want to make, whatever axe you have to grind with whatever fan base, you'll take that axe and grind it just to be petty, all while tearing down a pillar in the sport that you love. And we can get into all the off-court things with LeBron, which ain't much. It's really a personality. It's a personality problem when it comes to LeBron that I understand, man. He's not everybody's cup of tea. Some of his political views aren't as well thought out as they should be. But at the end of the day, we are judging the sport. We are judging what they do on the court. We are judging what they do as players. and I don't tend to care about what anyone says off the court because we're not in these guys' lives every day. We don't know what these dudes do behind closed doors. So this inexplainable level of hate that I've been seeing is ridiculous to say the least, childish, and to me shows you're not really a fan of the sport you claim to love. You're a fan of a guy willing to tear down another guy to boost that guy. And if you didn't catch that, oh well. But we just need to take a step back, man, and really appreciate these athletes for who they are while they're here and push the game forward, man. Push the game forward. I don't care who your GOAT is. That's why I'm going to stop moving from these rankings and move closer toward the tiers. Because as I said earlier, this conversation is so subjective. And there's a few players that can make the case for greatest of all time. So on the night where it's not even about any of those dudes, it's about one of the greatest to ever play the game, wherever you have him ranked, doing something that most people thought would never be done, and coming up with all of these caveats. Oh, Kareem didn't shoot the three. He didn't play in this area. First of all, it's nobody's fault Kareem couldn't shoot threes but Kareem. Okay? That's on him. Secondly, I've done the math, but we're not even going to get into that. Those threes, the record would have still been broken. And I'll get into that information on another video. But let's just take the time to appreciate greatness, man. Let's take the time to celebrate our players, our league, our teams when something great happens, man. Whoever it may be. Whether you like them or not. And that's it, man. And if you feel otherwise, feel free to comment, man. But at the end of the day, let's just appreciate it, man. We saw history last night. If he wasn't too petty to watch. But shout out to LeBron, man. The longevity, the greatness, man. The sustained greatness over time. Shout him out. Like I said, to me, he's my GOAT. But if he's not yours, that's fine. But he is in the conversation, man. This has been a little quick installment of Sports on the Side, man. It's your boy Eastside. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. Live coming today. Make sure you tune in.